Derek, James, the shadow board election process well underway. James, where are we at in the process at the moment, and what have you made to the quality of the candidates that have come in so far?
Yeah, so we're nearing the end of that. We've got a couple of meetings coming up now to sort of rubber stamp those. Been very impressed with the quality of the candidates. Also, as well as that, we've had quite a lot of interest as opposed to previous years, which has been great. We've taken on board fan feedback from previous years where the barrier to entry was too high. So we've lowered the amount of nominations needed, and we're starting to see the fruits of that labour now.
Derek, the kind of goal is to have a diverse range of representatives on the board. Do you feel that we're getting closer to that?
Oh, without doubt. As I think it's a phrase I've often said before, that you've got other teams can only follow Doncaster Rovers. We are, as far as I'm concerned, and I know I share the rest of the shadow board do, we're at a Premier League level in terms of that. We are a long way ahead in front of our other shadow boards and fan advisory boards, whatever they wish to call themselves. We are well ahead in terms of EDI, every other facet you want to use. We are a long way in front. Absolutely delighted.
James, where do you kind of put things at now? What's next in this election process?
Yeah, so people, those that have been successful in the shortlisting process that we've done, due to the amount of candidates that we've had, they'll be invited to over a couple of meetings because of the demand. They'll be invited then. The rest of the group will then vote whether they want them on board or not, and then we'll take it from there, really.
How do you reflect on the last few months, Derek, of the shadow board and the work that you've been doing and the decision-making process at the club that you've been involved in?
People will say, yeah, people will always accuse us of being happy clappers, just working the board. We have challenged the club on so many things. From James's idea, we go back, what that'll be, mate, 2 or 3 years now, about raising the age from where you could still receive your discounted ticket. This club works with us. You've got Gavin, you've got Sean, and you've got Terry to a lesser extent that are there, and they're more than willing to. I don't think they've ever failed to answer a question we've asked of them, and if they can't give us that, they give us a valid reason why. There is not one time we've gone to Doncaster Rovers and said, why is this? And they've refused to answer, blanked us off at all. We are coming on in leaps and bounds, and we're absolutely delighted with how it's going.
They're incredibly receptive to the ideas, and we're starting to see that come through now. We're starting to see quite a lot of tangible benefits coming from the shadow board and supporters picking up on them. So things such as the priority points and stuff. You know, last season that was a work in progress and a launch that's been in the offing for several years now. Shadow board finally got that through. We've managed to see that, and I think we'll all agree that that's been a success so far.
It's 18 months since the kind of migration to the shadow board. Do you feel that everything's going from strength to strength?
Yeah, I think it's been going really good, and we're starting to see that in fans' perception of the shadow board as well, and the quality of candidates that we're getting through because of that as well. So I think from here on in we can only go from strength to strength, really.
And all members, Derek, you two in particular, but all members available to support us to pass on things that can be taken to the club?
Oh, without doubt. I think I've had, what we're on now, Tuesday, a couple of hours before the game against Huddersfield, I think I've had 4 phone calls or emails so far today, people coming up with ideas, because they know, shall I beg your pardon, that the members of the shadow board are approachable, and we are there willing to listen to absolutely any idea, any reasonable idea they want to put forward to us. And one other thing I'd like to add, that the quality of candidate that has come forward with a view to joining the shadow board, we've made contact with those who haven't been successful, and we want to encourage them to keep coming forward with a view to getting better. We want to make this club better, we want to challenge the club, and we don't want people on board who just sit there and don't want to challenge, don't want to work with the club, but we thank everyone who's shown an interest in joining the shadow board.